Sega.
Thunder, rain, lightning, danger, water rising, clamor, sirens wailing, such a bad sign. Right? That's the right song, right?
Yeah, that's the opening. Yeah. Open up your heart, it'll be alright. Yeah.
Yeah.
All
All
right.
right.
So this
Shadow
is
Generations.
yeah. We're gonna start right with this one. Does
Gonna
anyone watch
start.
Shadow's story? Do we need a reminder of who Shadow the Hedgehog is?
No, we both had a wonderful reminder of who Shadow is today.
Oh yeah, we both just got back from seeing the Sonic 3 movie.
Yeah. Oh my. Maria. I cannot wait to see this girl get.
I'm gonna cheer when she gets shot. Did your theater cheer?
Uh, should we start getting into spoilers for Sonic 3?
We'll give people a bit. But yeah, we're gonna spoil the Sonic 3 viciously to anybody who hasn't seen the movie yet.
Yeah.
If you haven't, go see the movie, then get back to us.
Yeah.
Put
'Cause
this
we
on
are
pause.
not-
We can wait.
There's not going to be any timestamp.
Do you copy?
Shadow here. I copy.
Are you?
Shadow here. I'm a copy.
Yes, I arrived at the space colony an hour ago.
Well, you're missing the birthday party. I hope you're planning on being here.
Oh, right. It's Sonic's birthday.
Told you. Gunn detected an unusual biosignature aboard the Ark. I'm not leaving until I eliminate any possible threat.
There's free food.
Oh, that's not good.
Time to run directly at the problem.
There.
All
So,
right.
I will say one thing I was.
I won't let you get
I don't want to say disappointed to, but it's something I was looking forward to that they changed in a way that I don't think I like as much as what originally happened. I was looking forward to Maria getting shot up. She doesn't. Instead, what happens is
An explosion.
they accidentally fire off a round. They're about to shoot Gerald, but dude gets knocked over, and the blast hits containers of chaos energy, which explodes and kills Maria. Which I don't like that nearly as much as Gunn opening fire on a child.
Fair
It,
enough.
it makes Gunn less irredeemable, you know? It makes them less evil, because now instead of like a deliberate act, it was an unintentional mishap.
To be fair, they've kind of been slowly softening that entire thing up for a while.
I know, and it's because Gunn is like a military organization, and you're not allowed to portray the military in a bad light.
Typically, yeah. Oh, shoot. Dang it.
But, yeah.
I took a hit.
I-
There goes my perfect run.
Yeah. Now you gotta restart from the start.
This is the ultimate power.
Chaos control. I do like how they handled what I'm assuming is chaos control. Even though he didn't say it.
It got
Didn't
close
say-
enough. I'll be honest.
Yeah. Also, oh my god, the supersonic scene. When he went supersonic, that had a very different vibe from
Oh, absolutely.
instead of the, because you know what, it gave me the same feeling as in Pluto when when Adam
Had the
had the
snail.
ladybug, or yeah, the snail. It gave me the same vibe because it's like, oh, this time it's not good.
It can
Probably.
go two ways, and which way it goes changes everything.
Yeah, I will say, I do like that they're sidelighting the human characters more. Here the only purpose that the guy
Tom.
served, I did not remember his name. He's not a memorable character.
Donut Lord?
Yeah, he's not memorable.
Fair. At least not compared to, like, the characters everybody's actually there to see.
Yeah. But the purpose that he serves is to basically be Sonic's Maria in you know,
Let's start with some things we do like. And one thing I do
Yes.
like, and I really like, speaking of Black Doom right now, is Shadow's origin is a comet that falls to Earth.
yeah. Also, what the fuck? Why are we in Doctor Strange now?
We are in Radical Highway, post-processed by Westopolis.
I see. But yeah,
Personally, I get more Westopolis vibes. Everybody keeps telling me this is Radical Highway, so I guess.
But yeah, while I do like the new origin story for Shadow, I think it kind of takes away from Gerald's eccentricities.
It kind of takes away from Gerald's strange obsessions.
Because in his original backstory, he was specifically, every single thing about him was created to basically fulfill a prophecy that Gerald saw on a mural in Angel Island.
Ah, fuck.
Like, Gerald basically saw that mural and dedicated his entire life to making it happen. That's why he designed the Space Colony Arc to look like the Eggman logo, is because the Death Egg was... The mural was Supersonic facing off against the Death Egg, if I remember correctly.
I guess.
so
I think it was more like chaos, but that might just be like memory and like things all getting like, ooh, I've seen the chaos symbol recently, so. Check out my S rank, Sonic. It stands for Shadow.
But yeah, it was but yeah, no, it was Supersonic. It was a mural of Supersonic fighting, and and so that's why Gerald made Shadow's quills look like Supersonics,
Chaos Emerald tails made to foil the Doctor's
for example.
plans. Even I have a hard time distinguishing between the two of them.
Hey, it's that thing that you spoiled.
I am sorry.
It's fine. At least it was early in. It was really early in.
It's the time
Um,
meter, a plot device invented by two people who didn't actually like Sonic the Hedgehog. I don't get the writers of Sonic Colors, Sonic Generations, Sonic Forces. Everything I read about them, it's like they were bitter and hated Sonic, and I have no idea why they kept getting the gig. Maybe
Yeah,
they
I
really
hate-
loved Sonic. Maybe they really loved it, and like, but everything I read about them, or like interviews or something, it always came off as like they just hated it because they were constantly like sidelining characters. They didn't seem to enjoy anything. But that's probably just like me being like very familiar with their work and not liking any of it.
Yeah. The I really hate it when like people who absolutely just have nothing but vitriol for a series is put in charge of. I mean, not just vitriol, but absolutely no regard for the original. Like Chibnall, for example, seemed to have like.
No, Chibnall was a major Doctor Who fan, massive
Oh,
Doctor Who fan, like
what am I trying?
absolutely
Wasn't there
staggering.
some? Wasn't there something? Didn't he? Wasn't he the one who told Jodie to not watch any Doctor Who?
I think so, but it was probably more out of like you should forge your own identity kind of thing, which is really misguided. I find sometimes.
Oh, definitely. The best. I think some of the best doctors are ones who were massive fans because they really understand the character enough to add their own spin on it. I mean, just look at Peter Capaldi.
Peter Capaldi. Don't even get me started on Matt
Or
Smith.
David Tennant. David Tennant is such a fan of Doctor Who, he married the Fifth Doctor's daughter.
Oh, speaking of loving something. You want to take this opportunity to talk about the movie some more?
Oh, absolutely. I do like how the movie franchise is handling the rings, because that was a thing that was, I think it was Sonic 3 that had the giant power rings that could warp you to the bonus zones. So I really like the movie rolling with that, making them gateways.
I'll say this: I do like how the movie is like really. Sonic 3 is really well made. Sonic 1 is not good, but I understand why it was the way it was, aka Paramount.
Yeah, it was experimental. It did its best to play safe, but also by video game standards, or video game movie standards.
I've taken on another form. I feel as if I've left my own dimension.
This is Keanu Reeves, by the way.
Yeah. And this is why we were waiting until we saw the movie to,
This is DLC, and it came out like just yesterday.
Suspicious.
Yeah.
I should follow. Looks like
I still think that Hayden Christensen would have been a better pick.
That's fair. Both are good choices, though, so it's kind of like...
In all of the...
Dang it.
Maria described the Earth.
It's very,
damn it.
There's multiple people who have like done animations of Shadow talking and using dialogue from Star Wars, but one that nobody seems to use is Hayden Christensen's yelling "I hate you."
Let's do this.
Nobody uses that, which is a shame because that is one of his best line reads.
I get why it's not the one everybody uses.
I mean, it's usually multiple stuff. I mean, it's usually multiple voice lines. That's just one that's never really
God dang it.
used. Whenever the Mustafar fight is used, it's usually just him being like, "You underestimate my power."
Ah, fair enough. I lost all power, all speed there.
I love that Shadow was able to punch Sonic out of Super.
Oh, it was
Or
like just a well-timed
kick him.
hit.
Absolutely, and it makes perfect sense, because, he has Chaos power. It makes sense that he would be able to manipulate the Chaos Emerald's power enough to, like... knock Sonic out of that for him.
I like to think it's more that he's hit Sonic when Sonic's guard was so totally down.
Yeah, that also makes sense.
Sonic was
And
too high on his own power to realize that he wasn't fighting somebody he could just beat, he could just bully with God mode.
Yeah. I also really do love the scene of him telling Knuckles that he needs to use it.
Yeah, that is a great scene. I love how it looks like they're about to fight, and then Knuckles just goes, "I realize this is kind of important. I can't stop you."
Yeah, he knows that he can't stop Sonic, but he is going to voice that he will be disappointed if Sonic misuses it.
Yep. Woo!
God.
Control. Yep.
As also the Space Colony arc, I know it's not the Space Colony arc in the movie, but it's
the
based
Eclipse
off.
canon.
Yeah, I can never remember that, and I'm gonna always refer to it as Space Colony arc because that is what it is a reference to.
Effectively, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
As
just
soon
a
as
miniaturized version of it.
Yeah. As soon as they mentioned that, like, they're not able to turn it off, they're just gonna reroute it. Like, I knew exactly what they were gonna do.
They were gonna piss on the moon!
It was even yellow. Also, I do think that the live stream that Eggman has, where he monologues his final goodbye in his that he's finally doing something right for once. I do think that is probably a reference to Eggman's broadcast in Adventure 2.
Beautiful. S rank.
You missed
Mwah.
two things.
Yeah, they're movie posters.
I didn't know Gerald was going to be such an important... I thought Gerald was only going to be used in flashbacks.
Oh yeah, they brought in Jim Carrey to play a second character for the exact same paycheck.
Yeah. A lot of... Yeah,
I'll say this. I'm actually very happy you didn't get spoiled on that. That was like everywhere.
Yeah, no, I've been avoiding everything. I even, like, Biddy, at one point, Biddy even asked if she could show me the poster. I was like, no, I am going in completely blind. And I'm glad I did.
Oh yeah. Absolutely. One of the things I really like about the movie is Keanu Reeves plays a great Shadow.
He does. Me wanting Hayden Christensen is not a knock against Keanu Reeves. It is just a personal preference.
I'm trying to think of like what other things I can talk about that I really enjoyed without going into like. Now we already said we're gonna spoil everything.
Yeah,
so I
no,
might as well.
yeah. We're gonna title this episode the Sonic 3 movie spoiler episode.
Fair enough.
Either that or I am all I am all I am.
Both are good.
I am all I am all I am.
I think one of the things that I really loved about the movie is the scene where they go Super Shadow versus Super Sonic is so good
God,
that
the tectonic plates.
oh, they were just ripping things apart. That was
a fucking Dragon Ball Z level fight.
absolutely like no hesitation. They were just
Yeah,
ripping right through.
It's a good thing that they found a barren wasteland to fight in.
Multiple barren wastelands all across the
Oh,
planet because they were going everywhere.
Yeah, like a volcano, fucking Mordor, basically. The only environment I didn't see them fight in was a tundra.
They probably went through one really quick. There was some blinking you'll miss it moments there.
Oh, definitely. I'm gonna have to watch like a frame-by-frame analysis video on it. Like, you know, those like things you things you may have missed, kind of things. Speaking of, did you catch that the song that Maria was playing on the guitar was Live and Learn's intro?
Yes, I noticed that. That
Diddy
was-
didn't.
I mean, that is a way to open, you know?
It is such a good. Oh God.
Ah. There we go. I don't want to miss any of the things.
Makes sense. You got 100% it.
I'm not 100%ing this. not for
Fair.
stream, at least.
Yeah. As soon as I got out of the movie, I popped in my earbuds and started listening to Crush 40.
Fair enough.
God, I am so glad that Sonic is like good again. 'Cause there was like a good 10 years where it just wasn't.
To be fair, it's still not perfect by any means. Lord knows that for like every good game in this series, there's at least another bad one.
Oh, definitely. Like Sonic Frontier.
Sonic Frontiers is fine.
Oh my god, the the mid-credits scene.
Oh, okay.
So going, my prediction months ago was that when Shadow outlives his usefulness, he's going to be replaced by Metal Sonic. That was my prediction. And I was sort of right.
Okay. Speaking of Eggman, the Egg Benedict man, do you actually believe this is going to be Jim Carrey's final appearance, or are they going to get him back for the fourth?
I don't think they're gonna get him back for the fourth in like a major way. At most, it would probably be like a video recording, like old, like I don't mean like unused footage. I mean like Eggman, like in-universe archive, like his science notes. But I think that Eggman. I think it's a satisfying end for Eggman. I think he has completed his character arc. He has,
He's accomplished what Jim Carrey set out to do, character-wise.
yes, I think that from this point forward, I think it would probably be Stone that would handle his estate.
Dang
However,
it.
I don't.
1,000 points shy.
Oh, rip. I think that Gunn is behind the Metal Sonic and the Metal Shadows.
I can definitely see that coming up, yeah.
Because
Was that new power?
Gerald was being... So, the backstory is Gerald
Normally be able to do
quickly tries to flee the gun base with Shadow and Maria.
these mutations.
Because they're going to decommission Shadow.
They're going to try to take him and turn him into a weapon.
Yeah. One of the two. And so he
It's
was
a very
genuinely...
quick line.
Yeah. I thought that they were going to put him in stasis. Maria!
They probably did when, like,
They had the
realized they
stasis
could
ready.
control him.
But yeah, Gerald was being genuine in that he wanted to escape with Maria and Shadow to keep them safe. That I
Things.
believe.
I beg of you. Please, do it for me.
Murder all the humans. Blow up the planet.
From passion, you draw strength, and from strength, you draw power.
I need to stay focused. Deal with the problem at hand, not chase dreams.
So one thing I will say I'm actually disappointed with the movie in, there isn't enough Maria.
I think the amount of Maria is fine. I think
It's
the amount is fine. I think it could have been spread out a bit more.
Close to me.
no, I think it was spread out just fine. I think the problem is more that like to be fair, Maria is more of a mythical creature in Sonic.
Yeah, you don't want to see too much.
Her impact is more, her value is more in how it impacts others rather than like what we see of her. She's kind of an angel.
Yeah,
She's too perfect to exist.
yeah.
So when the movie brings her in, and she is still too perfect to live, but like, I would have liked a little more time with her, you know?
A new
I think that having too much time with her would have taken away. I think most of the value of Maria is is in what people are doing in her name, in her memory. You know, Shadow and Gerald wanting to effectively do a murder suicide on the whole world.
That was such a good reveal, though.
That was.
All right, take your pick. What's the next level?
Can we do Sonic 06?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's the next level?
Oh, which is the one where we... What's that? I don't know what the level options are.
It's any level from any game.
Oh, what about the Sonic 06 ruins?
Okay, I'll narrow it down. This is from Sonic Heroes.
Okay. I want to see a Sonic 06 level.
Oh, there is.
Yeah, then let's do that. The
Well,
thing I've
we can't go
been
there
saying.
yet.
Oh, then why did you tell me to pick?
I was more being like, okay, which one do you think this is gonna be?
Oh, yeah, no, I didn't get that at all.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
I thought you were saying we have an option of levels from games.
No, we can't go there yet.
Yeah.
They make
Yeah.
us do the first two, then they give us options.
Okay, let's get this. Let's do this.
So what do you
then.
think this one is?
I don't fucking know.
Do you not know hit games Sonic Heroes?
Sonic games blur together.
Okay, fine.
Jimmy.
You'll recognize this one at least when we start.
Oh, fucking hell.
You don't? Please tell me you recognize this one. I'm gonna look like such an ass if you don't.
I don't.
Oh. It's Rail Canyon.
Oh. Not that memorable of a level.
It's probably one of the better levels from this game.
I mean, Sonic Heroes is no Sonic Adventure 2.
That's fair, I guess. I'll say this: it is super funny watching those two.
Crash.
Oh, God damn it! I jumped. I didn't mean to jump.
Ah, you shouldn't
Oh,
have
well.
did that. You know what I hope in the future? I hope that I hope Chaotix gets their own show. I hope that Chaotix get introduced in the Sonic movie universe and that they get their own show.
They could probably pull it off.
But yeah,
Bat,
we were.
bat, bat.
God, that was like you got pulled to that like it was fucking Sunshine Pachinko.
Yeah, that was not fun. There we go.
Yeah, I love the reveal that Gerald's plan was a murder suicide on the world because, like, I knew he was going to destroy the world. That much was painfully obvious. I didn't know that he was planning for himself to be caught in the blast as well.
Yes, that is a very nice moment.
Twist. Yeah.
Okay.
No.
God damn it! Now I gotta go the normal route. I wasn't swapping lanes fast enough.
Yeah. Gotta go fast. So yeah, Gunn is totally the bigger bad in the movie universe.
Guardian Union of Nations and all that. Check out these snakes. They taunted me.
I like Black Doom. I wonder how he's going to figure into the
The
movie
Inevitable
universe.
Shadow TV show.
I don't think that they're gonna have a Shadow show. Cause, you know, I don't think they can afford Keanu Reeves. You know, he makes a good point. I don't think they can afford to not have a Shadow show.
Yeah, dang it.
Oh.
I mean, they've already introduced him. They might as well make the show about him at this point, you know?
Imagine if they introduce Rouge and Omega in the in
I mean, they
Shadow
already
show.
introduced Amy.
Well, they introduced Amy in the post credits.
True. Speaking of,
By the way, I love her
excellent-
design.
Yes, absolutely. Speaking of Amy and how great her design is, I do like that they introduced her at the same time as Metal Sonic.
Oh yeah, because you know anyone who's played the games knows how much of a powerhouse Metal Sonic is.
I mean, they revealed in the same game.
I know. Wait, no, Metal Sonic was revealed in.
Metal Sonic's current design
Oh
is
yeah.
Sonic CD. Same game as Amy
Oh.
Rose.
Yes, yes. Sorry, I was thinking of the Metal Sonic from Sonic 3.
Fair enough.
Chaos control.
Or was it Sonic 2?
Sonic 2, probably? There's quite a few different variations of Sonic.
No. Okay. No, Sonic 2 had Mecha Sonic. Oh, yeah, no, you're right. Sonic 3 also had Mecha Sonic, which has a very different design from the iconic Metal Sonic.
Yep.
But yeah, I love the look of her hammer.
Absolutely. I love how, like, magical it looks. Not in, like, a magical
looks-
way. Mechanical?
Techno. Yeah. And because that's the way it's been trending towards. Demily had a fantastic post about her hammer.
You mentioned this before.
I know.
This is,
but
like, the fourth time you've mentioned it, probably.
It's a really fucking good post.
You mentioned it during our Sonic video, you mentioned it during our Psychonauts video, you mentioned it twice during the Sonic video, actually.
It's a good post.
Fair.
It goes on to the history of how it started out as a squeaky hammer uh, in Sonic Fighters because they couldn't have her just punch the boys. She needed a squeaky hammer. And then in Sonic Adventure, it was a lot more. It had a more grounded design, but they kept the proportions. So the squeaky hammer basically became metal. And now that's just what it is. And because you need to be really strong to wield big hammers like that, Amy has, as a consequence, become a fighter, like a straight up fighter, a powerhouse of a character.
A good example of that is in
How did you miss?
well, I didn't. There was nothing for me to miss. It's just
The green.
Oh yeah. I didn't have the chaos energy for it.
Oh.
If you don't have chaos energy, you can't use the green.
Okay. You can't control.
Yeah.
Do you think Oh, go on.
If I don't have the chaos, I don't get the control. You know.
Do you think that Do you think Shadow would be able to use Chaos Control on Chaos?
Probably. I don't think it's like a power chaos possesses. I think it's more an entity. Chaos is a byproduct.
Chaos control.
I like Chaos Control. It's really neat seeing Chaos Control from this perspective.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Making it more than just the magic teleport and make it a gameplay mechanic.
Yeah, make it a time stop. I do like it whenever like a character has a like seemingly a teleport power, but then it turns out it's actually a time stop.
Kinda. Yeah, fair enough.
Oh yeah, Amy. I like her design. I like how they deal with the hair tufts.
Absolutely beautiful Amy design right there. Top tier. Everybody who worked on it should be proud.
Yeah, I love the cloak and hood. I think that she's probably going to earn her like her regular dress once she's in Sonic 4. I think the like cloak and hood is because she's like a traveler. I think it was you that mentioned it like or explained it like that, or was that Biddy?
Probably Biddy. I have
Ah.
not talked to you about Sonic until right now.
Okay, Biddy described it as Amy being a traveler. So once she settles, I guess, I think that's when she's gonna get her more iconic outfit.
I can believe that.
God, I love her hammer so much. I want a replica.
I want you to hit me with Amy's hammer. Gently, by the way.
Do like the idea of. So I make no secret that I ship Shadow and Amy.
I agreed. They are very shippable. By the way, you get a bunch of concept art, so let's
Hell yeah.
see if
That
we
looked
can't...
like Sonic Adventure 2 concept art.
There was also some emotion sheets for how Shadow should be emoting. So
Nice.
we can give those a look too.
Yeah. I think the ah shit, what was I? Oh, right.
Something calls to me.
I like the idea that Amy is also wearing limiters.
That is also something I like, yeah.
I wonder if they're gonna do that in the movies.
Man, everybody's just wearing limiters with Sonic. Everybody's stronger than him.
Yeah. Kinda.
Shadow. That's camera
You
abuse.
kick. Yeah, I do. Oh. Doom Blast. Who names these attacks? Do you think it's Shadow or Black Doom?
Black Doom absolutely did. He has copyright over all of them.
Wow.
I gotta fire in the direction, you know.
God.
Alright, this is where they make me do some challenges. Then we're gonna open up the world a little.
We're gonna open up your heart.
Open up your heart, it'll be alright.
What? Yeah.
There is actually a lawsuit about the usage rights of that song right now.
Really?
Yes, so I sent you an article about it, but the general gist of it is that while Sega might own the lyrics of Live and Learn, they do not own the production rights.
Oof.
So they've been using it and putting it in like all the games and movies and stuff, but they don't actually have the ownership of that. So what they've been doing it without telling or paying for their royalties.
Oh boy.
Which is kind of the issue.
Eh. You wanna know what one of my favorite stupid video game lawsuits is?
Ah, dang it. I wasn't fast enough. 31 seconds.
No, you were too fast.
I'm gonna have to retry it.
Yeah, you need 69.
No,
So-
I need 30 seconds. I have to take less than 30 seconds.
So, at one point, for I believe it was a 1,000-Year Door commercial that aired on TV back in ye olden days, Nintendo received a lawsuit. They were being sued by a oh god, by a record company who owned a song that was used in it, who claimed that they didn't have the rights to use it. And the lawsuit was dropped within 2 days because lo and behold, Nintendo pulled out the paperwork that was like, no, this is your signature. This is our signature. This is the song. We do have the rights to use it. We've done everything we need to do to use it in this trailer.
Fair enough.
And that's just one of my favorite stupid video game lawsuits.
Fair enough. There's probably tons, actually.
Oh, absolutely. Especially involving Billy Mitchell, because Billy Mitchell lost another lawsuit.
Oh yeah, I heard. This might be the last one.
He still has one more lawsuit that he's in, but there's no way he's going to win it.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So for the last like few years, Billy Mitchell had been suing the record holder for Pac-Man.
Yes. I got the number of rings I need. I was a bit too slow. I missed some obvious jumps.
Nice.
I don't need the S rank. Not for streaming anyway.
Yeah. So what it is the record holder for Pac-Man recorded a conversation with over the phone with himself and Billy Mitchell, and he was in like I don't remember which state it was he was in, but it was a one-party consent state for phone recordings. While Billy was in Florida, which is a two-party consent state for phone calls. So Billy is trying to argue that because he was in Florida, it should be tried under Florida jurisdiction, even though all precedent is that because the recording and the defendant were both in another, like in, oh god, North Carolina maybe? I don't fucking remember. They're going with that jurisdiction. Because that's where the alleged crime happened.
Oof.
And spent,
Nice.
God, Billy Mitchell and his lawyers are so stupid. At one point during the lawsuit with Carl Jobst, his lawyer tried to argue that Jobst is
Targeting.
is targeting Billy Mitchell with drawn out lawsuits, and Billy's lawyer had to point out that, or not, Carl's lawyer had to point out that Billy was the one suing Carl. Like this long drawn out lawsuit is because of Billy.
Out of my way. Out of my
Oh god. I love that Billy is an adjudicated cheater.
Good.
Yeah. If you had chaos control, what would you do?
Probably take some extra time off work. Enjoy my breaks some more.
Out of my way.
Use it to visit Texas, probably.
Well,
Because it's also warping, because like he can move, he can teleport. You know,
Yeah.
I'd visit you.
yeah.
I'd visit people I want to spend time with. I'd use this unparalleled control over time and space to bend the whims of nature to my every whim. There's a lot of whimsy.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed the gag. In Sonic 3, where Jim Carrey is playing both Robotniks, and he has to stop for a moment to go, just
As
like
though-
a character in a movie.
Two characters in. It's as though it's two characters in a movie being played by the same actor. I honestly found that to be a little bit cringe.
I thought it was funny. To be fair, I love me some good old cringe. I will say this: the compositing was very impressive.
Oh, definitely, absolutely. We've come a long way since Parent Trap.
It's very impressive that they're able to get two Jim Carreys on screen at once. I did not know he had a twin brother.
Well, no, clearly that's his grandfather. Weren't you paying attention?
Oh, goodness. Okay, yeah, fair enough. They managed to get Jim Carrey's identical grandfather.
By the way, I will say I love how the like chaos drones look in this.
Oh, very liquidy. I love it. The new tech has only been good to them.
Absolutely. They are the quality that the pre-rendered cutscene of Chaos was.
Now I have to kill the other one.
Did oh. Did Shadow ever learn about Chaos?
I don't think so. He probably knows he exists. I don't know if it's like anything on his radar.
Oh yeah, because there were some on the Space Colony Arc. There were the Chaos drones. Imagine Sonic, like, talking about the time he defeated Chaos, and like how difficult it was. And he had to use all the power of the Chaos Emeralds to stop him. Meanwhile, Shadow's just looking confused and picturing one of these little Chaos drones.
Yep. Artificial chaos.
Yeah. Which also, that also makes sense because,
Okay.
uh,
Name your favorite scene in the movie.
oh god. I really want to say the fight scene. The Super Sonic versus Super Shadow.
Oh, absolutely beautiful.
That had really good environments.
Oh,
And
just great.
other than that, I'll say the scene where Shadow gets back to the gun base that he escaped from and has all the flashbacks.
That's a great scene too. I think one of my favorite scenes is when when Shadow returns. It infiltrates the gun base and runs into Tom.
Oh yeah. I love that when Shadow realizes that wasn't the person he thought it was.
He felt legitimately bad about it. Yeah.
Yeah, he felt legitimately bad because he realized in that moment he effectively did to Sonic what Gun did to him. But then he also,
His hardness
believed
came
that-
back.
yeah, not only did it come back, but he felt that Sonic should use it to be hardened, just like him.
Absolutely.
I personally think that was a cry for help from Shadow. I think that is him wanting someone else to feel his pain.
To
pull him
justify where he is. He
Yeah.
wanted Sonic to justify his mindset.
Yeah, and that's why he was, like, angry initially when Sonic refused to kill him, when Sonic managed to let go.
And then there's that great scene in where they're like looking up, where they're on the moon. By the way, I do like
Yeah.
they didn't even bother explaining how they can breathe in space. That's just good. That's just good.
Well, they're aliens.
In like a lesser script, they would have been like, here's how they can breathe in space.
Yeah, I would assume, if I didn't know anything about Sonic, I would assume that it's because of the Chaos Emeralds. I would assume it's because, well, because they entered
Tails.
space. I would be like, oh, maybe it's probably because they're powerful from the emeralds, and maybe the power hasn't fully left them.
Well, to be fair, Tails didn't use it either, so...
Oh, true. Well, no, he was holding his breath, actually.
Really powerful lungs there, Tails.
Well, yeah, he's used to being in high elevation.
Really high... To be fair, he did pass out, so...
Yeah, he did also pass out.
And it took Knuckles coming in, and Knuckles is way harder than Tails ever is, so...
Yeah, he's 10 million% muscle.
He's 1,000,000% muscle, not 10 million.
What, are you going to diminish him after the feats he's done?
No. I'm not diminishing him at all.
No, the other 9 million
you just
muscle
can't
are his
expect
lungs.
him. You just can't expect him to actually be able to count that high.
Okay, he's not a meathead. Okay.
I mean, yeah, the brain's a muscle, and he's flexing all over us.
God, I need to watch Doctor Horrible again. That's such a good. That's such a good.
Indeed.
Were you thinking there was a chance I wouldn't get that reference?
To be fair, I didn't get my own reference, so.
What, you don't remember?
No,
Everyone's a hero in their own way.
I didn't even realize that was a reference. I just thought I came up with that. I feel so shitty now.
Oh. Well, to be fair, it is a really funny line in Doctor Horrible.
Okay, we're on to our first boss fight. Guess who it is?
I'm gonna guess Mephiles. Memphis,
Alright.
Tennessee.
You're how much you betting?
Do you have the Memphis, Tennessee mod?
No, I don't have any mods installed.
Oh.
I wanted to do a pure run here. Otherwise, we'd be playing as Surge or Amy. I'm telling you.
And both are pretty good.
I was actually tempted to download an Amy mod just so I could do the whole line of, yeah, Amy's so good she's overshadowing Shadow in his own video game and in his movie.
It's the Bio Lizard.
Yeah.
That's kind of.
Yeah. That's on me. I was trying to read what that sign was. Yeah, fuck.
He's so cute when he's rendered like this.
He's too big and chunky for his own good.
He's adorable.
He's friend-shaped, is what he is.
Your energy is still unstable. You need to target the light support grid.
Oh,
But
but guess what? They're not sticking to the same old tricks.
Oh, good. They're shaking it up. Ew. Ugh. Oh, that's visceral. Sonic, he's got. Dude.
I'm actually sad we didn't get the Bio Lizard in the movie, but I get why.
Yeah. I think the climax we got was. Hey, maybe it'll be in the next one.
I'll say this about the movie. Gerald got a much nicer death than he did in any other media.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was a fart joke.
Fair, yes, but still, a fart joke death is probably a nicer end than Firing Squad.
Yeah, it was really unceremonious.
Pretty quick, yeah.
Yeah, because he's just got. There was no like. It's not like he hit the force field and you see him like. It does a close up as he gets electrocuted. No, he just hits the force field and you see his singed. Like. Just in an instant, you just see the singed clothes on the other side.
Yeah.
I think that if I did it, I would have had him like get launched and like land on some like scaffolding, and then or land somewhere where he has to climb scaffolding for the rest of the movie, and like finally reach it back to the main platform just in time to see Robotnik's monologue, and then explode. Wait, Robotnik's monologue, really fucking good.
Very much good. I think that's probably the best place to leave off Jim Carrey's performance.
Yeah.
Love
I
that
would be-
performance, but
I'd be perfectly fine if Jim Carrey is serious about retiring.
I think they kind of mined him for all he's got with these movies.
Yeah, he was finally the Eggman everyone I do like that he did progressively become more and more like game Eggman.
He even had the costume at the end.
Yes, I loved that Gerald made him the Sonic Adventure costume.
Absolutely love that. I was speechless in the theaters.
Yeah. The I would love to see someone do like an evolution of Eggman, specifically the movie version.
And I'll miss the Austrian goat milk. I love the way you make them.
Yeah, that part made me cry legit.
Yeah, it's great. Like just the relationship he has with Stone in those movies.
Oh yeah.
You're not a sycophant. You're my
You're a
sicko
sicko
friend.
friend. God. Such a silly line, but it has such emotional weight in context. Fuck off, Black Doom.
It's me, Shadow. I'm the devil.
From the Bible.
Finest creation, Black Doom. I destroyed you once. I will do it again.
What Black Doom is thinking. Like, is he aware that that this shadow has already defeated him?
Yes.
Okay.
So in the comics, the IDW comics, which Ian Flynn also wrote for, the Black Doom army does survive past Black Doom, but
Show yourself.
they don't have the strength or force they used to. So they mostly just fly by on the comet every once in a while to try again.
I see. So they're basically like the Frieza Force.
Kinda, yeah. I believe they try to recruit Shadow a few times. I don't keep up with the IDW. I don't keep up with the Archie comics. Did I say IDW or Archie?
I don't know.
Yeah, so they return to the Archie comics. They have not shown up in the IDW comics. So excuse me for getting my facts wrong. I am sorry.
Oh my god. Speaking of, sorry, I'm thinking about Frieza. There was this really stupid video. It was,
I'm
could
trapped.
Could the Frieza Force beat the Sith Empire?
I'm trapped. I'm trapped. Help. What do I do?
And the answer is a definitive yes. The Frieza Force would stomp the Sith. Because
Something calls to me.
while the Sith, yeah, sure, they have a Death Star that can destroy a planet. It's hella expensive, requires a lot of staff to operate,
And the Frieza Force has like a bunch of dudes who can do that already. I mean, Frieza
Even
can do it with one energy attack.
yeah, the weakest Frieza Force member can do it.
Raditz couldn't. He was Frieza Force.
Well, he technically worked for Vegeta.
Fair enough.
Also,
What's
Raditz
this?
could. Raditz could. The whole thing was that he was going to destroy the Earth if Goku didn't join him.
I thought he was just gonna kill everybody.
But yeah, no,
Check out my
Nappa
sweet ass surfboard.
Hell yeah.
Okay, now we got a choice. We got a Sonic 06 level and a Sonic Forces level.
Sonic 06.
Okay.
Sonic Forces is the one with my original OC, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Sonic
They-
forces me to make an OC.
Sonic Forces is the one where it's like, oh fuck, I don't remember. Yeah. What was it like? That doesn't sound good. None of this is good. That's why it's war.
None of
That-
this is good, Victor. That's why it's called war.
Yeah, it's such a stupid line.
In an
And I love
awful
it.
game.
I had fun.
You did not. You complained the entire time, and finally it ended up getting canceled because we lost all the footage.
Oh right, we did. Right, because that's when my computer crashed. That was like, Yeah, no, I remember now. I did have fun, but my computer crashed at the end, which cost the whole footage.
You had fun complaining about it.
I did not complain. Do you have any evidence that I complained?
Yes, you once said to me, I love complaining about Sonic Forces. It forces me to complain about it.
Do you have video proof? Otherwise, it's just hearsay.
Hearsay, hearsay, say it with me. You hate Sonic Forces. Because it forces you to do bad things.
I love doing bad things.
I like committing crime. Please do not take that out of context.
Oh boy, my favorite crime to commit is arson.
One of my favorite videos. This is like some dumb video I saw as a kid when I was visiting Europe. It's a video in which this lady is interviewing some guy who's overweight, and she's like, "What are your habits like?" And he's like, "Well, I exercise regularly, I diet, and I avoid fat." And he goes on to explain like all these very healthy things he's doing to help his weight. And she goes, "Well, that's not any good. How are we going to spread prejudice otherwise?" So she immediately follows it up by editing what he was saying to have him go, "I eat fat and fat and fat." And it's like really obvious edit, and it just kind of stuck with me. It was very funny. Very British humor.
Yeah.
I took a slower route that time. I shouldn't have. Oh well.
You're fine.
I'll just collect rings to make up for it. Woo! Check me out, Sonic. I don't need to worry about water. I can just do sick-ass flips. I think I'm about to sneeze. Give me a second. Excellent timing. I was doing a cutscene. Mm. What's another what's a scene in the movie that you thought was okay but could have been better?
Gerald and Ivo meeting.
Yeah, it is played a little for laughs.
This is the ultimate power.
Yeah.
Yeah, it being played for laughs kind of does suck a little out of it. But it is I think it's fine. It kind of depends on if you like Jim Carrey's performance.
I do like Jim Carrey's performance. But the main thing is I don't know that.
It's a little cringe. It's a little they let Jim Carrey do a bit too much of his own thing.
Yeah, and the whole thing of spending the day together. Well, yes, that was funny. It lasted a bit too long.
Fair. It is a bit of a pace breaker.
Yeah.
It does give Agent Stone something. Damn it.
Oh yeah. I just think that like half of the scenes in that montage could have been cut, and the pacing would flow better, and we would still get the whole thing with Agent Stone feeling left out.
To be fair, they did need that Christmas scene for the trailers. That was in all the trailers, by the way, in case you're curious.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
did not watch any of the trailers.
Just for the holidays, they had to include a scene with the Eggman family at Christmas, just so you know that it's a Christmas movie.
God, I am so glad I did not watch any of the trailers, because knowing that Gerald would be a main
Was
character,
alive.
yeah, alive, that I'm glad I did not know that going in.
I can definitely agree with you there.
That's definitely one that's better left a twist.
That's fair. Oh, please be S rank, please be S rank, please be S rank. I think I got an A rank. No, S rank. Nice.
No, oh yeah.
The score is 40K.
Oh,
S
you
rank.
barely made it.
Oh, barely, yeah. I wonder if there's. I'm trying to think if there's like a. They changed how the score works in Base Generations too.
You did?
Yeah. It's a little harder to get S ranks now in that game. Still very easy, but not as easy as it used to be. So Base Generations, it's very easy to get like S ranks by just not dying, because the not dying bonus is that good. So yeah, I don't know how to continue that. Oh right, I need to go back to Kingdom Valley. There's still more to do.
Hell yeah.
We are an hour 11 minutes in, by the way, just to keep track of time.
You want to do one more level and then call it?
Nah, I want to see if we can get a little further.
Okay.
To be fair, I'm only doing so good in burning through these because I'm actually already done this.
All right.
So speaking of, what Sonic character would you like to see more of in, like, if they were to make a fifth movie, which character would you like them to make the stinger of the, for the end
have
of the
this-
fourth?
That's gonna take some thought. I'm gonna say.
I think a lot of people would want it to be Silver.
Yeah, Silver and Blaze.
It's just
But-
Big the Cat, actually. And they confirm the, Big is Blaze's father.
And
Plotline.
Silver is the son of Shadow and Amy.
They got the hairstyle. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
He's even Galahad to Shadow's Lancelot.
Yeah. I think that it would be. I just really like Shadow and Amy, and I like the idea, because, you know, if Silver is the Trunks of the group, Shadow is the Vegeta of the group, naturally, that would mean Silver is Shadow's son from the future.
Fair enough.
From the future in the context of Sonic 06, from a different dimension everywhere else, because his native universe is Sonic 06.
To be fair, I will say this: if Shadow is defined by his past and Silver is defined by his future, I kind of like that. The idea that
Yeah, parallels.
yeah. On that
It's
note,
poetry.
I watched a video recently on Sonic 06 where they went through the storyline, and one thing I kind of sat down and said to myself was, dang, The reason why the story why people have so much trouble with the story is that so Sonic's story is all about Elise, and Shadow's story is all about Mephiles, and Silver's story is all about Iblis.
Yeah.
The present, past, and future.
Yeah.
And the problem is that for as interesting and multi-layered as the stuff with Mephiles and Iblis are, the stuff with Elise is really fucking boring because she just keeps getting kidnapped.
Yeah.
And if you only played the Sonic story and it doesn't explain any of the other stuff because Sonic doesn't care about the past or the future because he's just living in the now, which makes sense for his personality, you kind of miss out on like 80% of the story.
It's a good story told poorly.
Fair enough. I'll give it that.
That's how you described it at one point, what, didn't you?
I've described a few stories that way, such as Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, I might be thinking Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, Kingdom Hearts is a good story. It's not a great story. It's a good story told poorly because it's across like 20 separate games.
Yeah, I think that I do genuinely like the story of Sonic 06. Big! If it isn't my best friend, Big.
Big, it's great to see you. I haven't seen you in ages since Big gets a cutscene.
Hello, your name's Shadow.
And he gets a
Oh,
voice.
it's so weird. He's got a moving mouth that's cursed.
He gets voice lines and everything.
Big, I've heard of you. You fish often with my brother, Ivo.
So this has nothing to do with the thing. I think, if anything, this is just a case of reusing assets.
Probably.
Speaking of reusing assets, one of the reasons why, like, I think Sonic Frontiers even shows up in this game as a set of levels is because they already have the HD texture packs. Yeah.
So it's a nice way to, save money by just reusing shit for levels.
Unfortunately, I think that's kind of it. I don't think this was like a high priority for Sega to pump a bunch of money into because they were also like making them remaster Generations 2. So they probably said to themselves, okay, what do we got lying around is like HD texture packs. We got Frontiers still. Yeah, we'll use some of that. We'll use the Frontiers stuff. That'll be fun. People will love that. What's this? Other stuff we already have lying around? Yeah, we'll work with that too.
Yeah, throw everything in the kitchen sink.
Kind of a necessity, which is a shame because we don't get any like dedicated levels to Shadow the Hedgehog. Yeah, no dedicated level for Shadow's solo game. I see you're speechless.
Yeah. I just don't know how to respond.
That's fair. Okay, so
why does Shadow need the Manta Ray to run on water when he can run on water?
Well, it's a cruising speed. It's more for maneuverability.
Fair.
It's less that he can't run on water, and it's more that it's like it's a gameplay mechanic first. It comes with its own suite of like dodge moves and whatnot. Check out his sweet moves. Whoosh, whoosh. Okay, so we have a choice here. Do we want to go on to the next world, or do we want to go back into the Tokyo level like one more time and then look at some collectibles?
Let's do the Tokyo level one more time.
Okay.
By the way, Chow Garden.
Yes,
I actually kind of liked that.
that was
I
very
thought
fun.
that was funny. I mean, it's paying more attention to the Chow Garden than Sega is.
Speaking of, there is discussions they're gonna bring it back.
There's always discussions that they're gonna bring back Chow Garden.
No, like actually they plan to do it.
Like until it is in a game, I'm
Fair enough. Fair
one of my.
enough.
So I was just thinking about that time. Where it was like, what is one thing the fans have been asking for? Oh, they've been asking for Chow Garden. Do you have any plans to implement Chow Garden? No.
Looks like I've kept my basic.
Fair
You know
enough.
that interview.
Yeah, I've seen that interview.
Let's do this. A beautiful city. It looks like how Maria described the Earth.
Dang it. I'm trying to hit that thing, but I'm not.
Oh no, the lasers that you gotta dance through. I liked that. I like that scene. The lasers.
Oh, that was a very fun scene. I'll give them that.
I do like that. That Gerald was proud that Ivo used him as a guinea pig to test out whether or not the suits would even work.
True. That was fun. There's a lot of fun interactions between Gerald and Ivo.
Find my way.
Yeah.
Or fight
Yeah, I have to keep reminding myself that I can't just say Gerald and Robotnik, because Gerald is a Robotnik,
He is the Robotnik.
the original.
what are they doing?
Speaking of, I love the line where Ivo is like, "We're still gonna rule the world, not destroy it. Why? We're reunited. We're family." And
You're
then
no Maria.
And then Gerald just looks him in the eyes and goes, "You're a fine boy, but you're no Maria."
Yeah,
and it really is like just.
that hurts.
It hurts. It really does. I felt a sting there.
Oh yeah,
By the way, love this pose. Boom.
hell yeah, that's such a good pose. By the way, I do like how they translate the movie design in this game.
Oh, it is an excellent.
Especially the spin ball.
Yes, very much so. I love the spinballs in the movie
They look-
designs. They're
Yes.
very fun. Very spiky, which is pretty good.
Yeah. It translates really well. For a moment, I thought you died.
Yeah, they let you keep rings now.
Oh, nice.
So when you take damage, instead of losing all your rings, you just lose like half of them. If you're over a
Nice.
certain amount.
Isn't Sonic Boom the same way?
No, you're thinking of to be fair, Sonic Boom has like they're more like health bars where it's like you lose 10 or something per hit. In Shadow, it's much the same way where you lose like 10. It's Sonic Frontier, in which you lose about half of them per hit.
We should play Shadow the Hedgehog.
That'd be fun. There actually is a mod that sort of streamlines the game a little, so that might be something to consider.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
The problem is there are so many steps.
Fair.
And I want to take a break from Sonic stuff for a bit. We have done a lot of it in a very short time.
Yeah, because it was all leading up to this.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, you know what would be You know what would be hilarious?
What? If
If,
I went from Sonic to Rayman?
No. It'd be funny if, so you know how, when Clue was in theaters, there were like 4 different endings, and they were randomized amongst the theaters?
I believe it was 3, but fair point.
Imagine if Sonic, or if Sonic 4, imagine if that has 326 alternate endings spread amongst the theaters.
Slight variations of the moral.
Yeah, half of them are, it's just the same thing, but Omega is there.
Fair enough.
Did you watch that video, by the way?
Yes, I did. I watched it before you sent it to me.
Oh, right.
One last ring challenge?
No, I think we should call it.
Okay, let's do our sign off. Well, that's us. This is our sign off. What are you playing lately?
Oh, right. Yes, I'm playing Dark Souls 3. We're in the Ringed City. We got through a cold place, so now we're in a dark place.
Indeed.
Yeah.
We're going from cold to dark.
Yep. And after that, I guess next week is very likely to be the finale of Dark Souls 3, where we go to an ever so gentle place.
We are not going anywhere gentle in Dark Souls. How dare you?
No, I'm making a joke. You know, a cold, dark, and ever so gentle place.
No. Don't know it.
All right, well, you will. Either way, definitely tune into that. I'm also playing Mario Brothership, so catch that as well. Comment challenge of the day. Favorite Sonic moments in any Sonic media. Can be games, can be comics, can be movies.
I have to think on it. That's a tough one. I do like the opening of Sonic 3 is sticking with me a lot right now. Shadow in the cage, waking up, and they show like scenes of Maria strumming the guitar. That kind of got me. I was like, ooh.
Yeah.
Very strong opening there.
Oh yeah, I do wish that we got to see more of Maria and Gerald. But we can tell by how Gerald talks that he did genuinely care for her.
Oh, absolutely. Just like she meant so much to him.
Yeah, and I think he genuinely cared for her, and he genuinely cared for Shadow, until, you know, Maria's death. That's when, that's when he became
Obsessed with revenge.
Yeah.
I think he still does care for Shadow, but like the thing is, he cares more for Maria.
You know what? I just realized he has the same philosophy of Sweeney Todd. They all deserve to die. Even you, Mrs. Lovett, even I.
Speaking of Sweeney Todd, I saw that ages ago. The first time I watched it, I was absolutely awestruck and horrified when he tossed her into the goddamn oven.
Oh yeah, that does not happen in the play. In the play, it's slitting her throat.
Oh, fair enough.
So the tossing her in the oven, that is such a good, like, that is such a shocking and good scene. The effects are amazing.
It's a great addition.
Absolutely.
I swear if like the plays had the budget, they probably could do that too.
Oh, definitely.
Absolutely, just her pounding on the frame of the oven, and he just shunts it closed. Brutal.
Yeah.
And then he gets his throat slit. But fair enough. All right,
Yeah.
folks.
Anyway,
Like,
with that out of the way,
subscribe, and chaos control.
we don't chill out like that. With that out of the way, there's no less to say, but good night.
Good night, everybody.